What's up guys, Cardfight here, and today I'm here with a Tachikaze deck profile. You guys asked for it, so here it is. This is going to be the new ride chain with the Raptor series. And yeah, let's hop right into it. So for the grade 0, we run the starting Vanguard for the ride chain. This ride chain is pretty good in my opinion. I really like the direct pluses it gives you, and the it gives you that card that you need for sure, instead of stacking into cards that you might need. So it's good. This ride chain really reminds me of Sephiroth's ride chain, except I think Sephiroth's ride chain is more risky, because if you don't have the card that you need, for example, if you don't have the AK booster in your opening hand, you won't get it. So the good thing about this is when you ride the grade 2 onto the grade 1, you can get the grade 1 for sure. So yep, the grade 1s run 4 of the grade 1 Raptor guy. Yep. 4 of the 8K booster. Really like the art for this card, by the way. It's pretty cool. 3 of this. I forgot the name of it. But its effect is when this card gets retired from the rearguard circle, you can counterblast 1 and add this card back to your hand. So when you retire stuff, you can choose him as a retired target, and you can just grab it back to your hand. Good stuff. 4 perfect guards. I actually might cut this down to 3 because you retire. If you do use a limit break, you run low on hand cards, so running 3 might be a good idea, but I like running 4 anyway, because that's how I roll. 4 of the grade 2 Raptor. When he rides on the grade 1, you can search for the grade 1 Raptor and call it. 2, 3 of this thing. When it gets retired in the rearguard circle, you give 3,000 power to your one of your Tachikaze units. So you can combo him with the grade 3 version of him to give power to your rearguard or whatever. 3 or 4 10k attackers. 4 of the grade 3 Raptor. His limit break effect is limit break 4, counterblast 1, retire 2 of your Tachikaze units, and this unit gains power equal to the power of the retired units. So, for example, if I retire him and him, he will gain plus 15,000 power, and you can also use his effect and give him another plus 3,000, and then after that you can add this to your hand. So that's one of the ideal plays to do if you are going to use the limit break. I wouldn't suggest it unless you know they don't have a perfect guard in their hand, or if you feel like losing. I don't know. because it's kind of risky. You are minusing 2 yourself, or -1 if you're using his effect, but yeah, it's sometimes not a good idea to use it recklessly. Same goes for Death Rex. Run 3 of him. This effect is Limit Break 4. Activates from the bind zone. If your Vanguard attack does not hit, you may retire 3 units and ride this. Basically, it's kind of like Spectral Duke in a way, but he does not lose Twin Drive, and he's only 10k. So that's cool, and you can use this card to push for game, and if they're running low on parent cards, you can definitely ride him and push for game. His second effect is from the hand, put him into the bind zone and give 3,000 power to a unit. So that's how you get him to the bind zone. For those of you who didn't know. So yeah, that's cool. Oh, by the way, when he rides onto the grade 2, the grade 2 searches for another grade 2, and you can call it into rear guard circle. So the ride chain is overall +2, or +3 if you did search for something in the grade 1. And yeah, but then you kind of minus yourself when you use Limit Break, so it's a break even then. So moving on to the triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crits. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 draws, and 4 heals. The reason why I run 4 draws is because you do lose a lot of cards playing Tachikaze, and a good way to replenish that is to run draw triggers. For those people who are you can run 8. My friend runs 8, and it's working out pretty well for him, but I don't like draw triggers because they are only 5k shields, so it's not that great if you are running low on deck, or if you do drive check a lot and I don't know how to say this, but I don't know. 5 draws is just working well for me, and I do like pressuring my opponents with that extra critical triggers on my rear guards. So that is why I run 7 crit and 5 draws. Some people might be wondering why I'm not playing that new series of cards. I'll try to see if I can find them for you. With this card, let me sorry, grade 2. Yeah. Some people might be wondering why I'm not running this set of cards. The reason for that is because they search. This one searches for this one, and this one searches for this one, and this one searches for this one. Which means it's kind of gimmicky if you draw into these, or if you damage check them. It'll be harder for you to complete the set, kind of sort of say, when you actually want to use it. For example, if you probably won't run more than 3 of this, because grade 3 lineup is kind of tight. You probably will run 4 of this. You can run 3, but I would recommend 4. And you probably will run this guy because he just puts so much pressure on your opponent. One thing you can do actually is swing if you're how do you say, if your rear guards are weak, you attack with your rear guards. Attack with him by himself, unboosted, and then since both your sides have already attacked, what you can do is just call onto him and then attack with him boosted. That's something you can do, but keep in mind that you do have to retire 3 units, and if you don't attack with your 2 sides first, you might have to retire a booster or something, and that might not be the smartest choice, so keep that in mind. Another thing for these is these guys are really weak, because he's only a 5k booster, he's only a 7k attacker, and this grade 9 is only 9k. So basically, if you ride into him, you're screwed. And yeah, just not my taste. But you guys can try it out and tell me how it is. I might be wrong. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Cardfight signing out.